Hi jewelers, color stones and diamond traders, investors, as well as the gemology students and gemologists. Let me welcome you to my YouTube channel, that is Universal Gems and Diamonds Expert, and I am your professional gemologist. Last time, in our last video, we had spoken about the clipper diamonds, that is the type 2A deep mantle originated diamond. That means these were the diamonds which are originated in somewhere in the mantle, somewhere at the transition state between the upper mantle and the lower mantle. Now today again we are going to discuss about similar diamonds which are again the rare in nature, and again they also are proposed to have a deep mantle origin, and these are called the blue diamonds, which are colored by boron. But before we start today's topic, let us get back to the clipper diamonds, that is these regular white diamonds with the type 2A nature, and they have come out from a deep mantle. Now if you realize, type 2A diamonds are found in the deep mantle as well as they are found in a regular place where the regular diamonds are forming, that is between 150 to 200 kilometers, that is in the cratons. Also the type 2A diamonds are found, and only some of them, only the part of it, come from a deep mantle. Now if you realize, type 2A diamonds as it is are very rare. They are not more than maybe 1% in the whole rough diamond production, and from that again to get these clipper diamonds with a deep mantle origin is even more difficult. Now the question is, these diamonds again are very expensive because they have big sizes. They have, most of them, almost 50% of them have a D color also, D color, E color, F color. They also have a good clarity, and again with that kind of a size, who's going to lend you those diamonds for study? So it's very difficult to get your hands on such diamonds. So I would first like to say hats off to the people like Ivan Smith and others who have studied these deep mantle diamonds of type 2A, and how they must have got their hands onto these diamonds, maybe for a day or two, or maybe even for a weekend, and then they try to study those diamonds and come out with a lot of data. So it's really an honor the way they must have worked with such kind of a diamonds, which are very difficult to get itself. The diamond itself are rare, those kind of a diamonds. Again, similarly, coming to these blue diamonds are even rare, and even to get blue diamonds to study is even more rarer. So again, it's the second time I should say hats off to such researchers who are doing their research or spending their time on these kind of a diamonds. In fact, even these kind of a diamonds also brings a lot of information from the mantle. In fact, diamond, they say that it is a friend of geologists because it brings minerals which exist in the mantle, in the deep mantle or in a deep crust, and it brings to the surface, and when you study such diamonds, you get to know what is there inside the earth. Now coming to this blue diamonds of deep mantle origin, it is believed that your blue diamonds are coming again from somewhere near or below the transition state between the lower mantle and upper mantle. That means at a great depth, something around 650 kilometers below the earth's surface. Now the question is, as I said, these blue diamonds, the type 2B now, these are now type 2B diamonds. When they replace the carbon atoms, when the boron replaces the carbon atoms, you get the blue color. But the boron basically is available mainly near the surface or in the upper part of the earth crust. As you go deeper and deeper in the earth, the boron is practically not available. It gets depleted, and when you go to the level which is 650 kilometers and more below the earth's surface, practically the boron is not available. So what is the model that has been suggested by geologists for the formation of these blue diamonds? It has been suggested that one of the accepted module is when the oceanic plate hits the continental plate, it goes below the earth's surface and it keeps going hundreds of kilometers below the earth's surface. So we are talking about the plate tectonics or the geological event here. So let me explain you first what is a plate tectonic when I say that word plate tectonic. Now if you realize millions of years back, quite a few continents were together. Say for example your South America, Africa, Madagascar, Sri Lanka and India, even Antarctica and Australia. They all were together as a Gondwana land. And when due to the plate tectonic, when Gondwana land started breaking, you can imagine India, the Indian plate, it started moving from the lower part of the Africa towards the Chinese plate, or you can say the Tibetan plate. It took millions of years for India to travel from the lower part of the Africa right to the Tibetan plate. And when it hit the Tibetan plate, it had no choice but to start going below the Tibetan plate. And when it hit the Tibetan plate, the whatever marine deposits which were there, they started rising, they started getting folded, they started getting metamorphosed, and what we had was a formation of Himalayas. And as you see the Himalaya mountains, they are continuously rising because the Indian plate is continuously pushing the Tibetan plate, and unfortunately every year it is going below, maybe a few millimeters below the Tibetan plate. So a day will come, maybe after a few hundred millions of years, that the India may not exist because the entire India would have gone below the Tibetan plate. So similarly, if you can imagine a oceanic plate, when it hits the continental plate and if it starts going downward, it can, for millions of years, it can travel for thousands of kilometers, and when it reaches this transition state of upper mantle and lower mantle, that means below more than 650 kilometers below the earth's surface. Now what is happening is what is the source of boron? In fact, it is expected that this oceanic plate is carrying certain hydrous minerals or high density minerals which lock a lot of water, and in that water they also are carrying boron. So when these minerals, they have been traveling, due to whatever reason the temperatures may not be that much and they're still stable, but as it reaches certain level below 650 kilometers below the earth's surface, these minerals, the hydrous minerals, they can start getting deformed, or they can start breaking, or they're getting transformed, and there's a lot of water which is released, and along with the water we have a boron getting released with the water. So there's a lot of water available at that moment, at the same time the boron, and this is the required conditions for the blue diamonds to form. So the blue diamond starts forming there, and after a few million years, due to the volcanic activity, they are brought to the surface, and then we have the blue diamonds which are found in the regular mines or the diamond mines. The question is how they have come to conclusion that the blue diamonds have a deep mantle origin. Now, like Clipper diamonds, like type 2A diamonds, when they have studied these inclusions, the inclusions in the blue diamonds, they've realized that in the Clipper diamonds, almost 75% of these Clipper diamonds have got these metallic inclusions like iron nickel alloys or sulfides, which are surrounded by methane and hydrogen fluid. But what they realize in these blue diamonds, these particular minerals are not common. These particular metallic inclusions are not common. What was common in these blue diamonds were the high pressure silicates like calcium silicates. And let me just name you the few minerals which they found in these blue diamonds, and what they say that these particular minerals can only exist in a high pressure, and to get this pressure at least the mineral has to have the depth of anything more than 350 kilometers to almost 750 kilometers. They cannot exist in the earth crust, as they will come up, they will get transformed into some different minerals of low temperature silicates. So let me just name a few minerals which they found in these blue boron rich diamonds. Okay, these minerals what they found, that is your calcium silicate, which was perovskite. There was another important mineral which they found in these diamonds, which were bridgmanite, the ferropericlase. They also found majorite garnet, and they also found minerals like stishovite. So these are considered as a high pressure mineral. They don't exist in the earth crust, they will only exist in the mantle. Now the point is, when these diamonds are coming up, and with these diamonds, okay, these inclusions are also coming up, the temperatures and pressures are dropping, and what is happening is these minerals again are breaking or transforming or deforming into some other minerals which are regular at a low temperature pressure, or they even can react with other minerals, and you can have absolutely a totally different mineral inclusion developing inside those diamonds. So you can imagine how difficult it is to study such inclusions, to study such diamonds, and to predict what was there when the diamond was inside the mantle, and what it has evolved into when the diamond has come near the surface. So as you can see, it's a very challenging field when you are discussing or doing a research on the deep mantle origin diamonds, whether it is a type 1A diamonds which are Clipper diamonds, or whether they are type 2A diamonds which are Clipper diamonds, or whether they are type 2B diamonds which are blue diamonds. But as they say that these diamonds are very important diamond because they carry what is forming in the mantle where a man cannot have access, and these minerals can give you a clue what is there inside the earth crust at great depth. So with that, we will end this topic here. I hope you have enjoyed this the topic on the origin of these blue diamonds. If you have any suggestions, let us know, or if you would like to discuss some other topics, let us know so that we can create the videos about those items and present. Thank you very much. Do subscribe our videos and our channel. Thank you very much.